process, what kind of SaaS tools, no-code, low-code tools did you leverage in this process, and why did you select those SaaS tools?
Yeah, okay. So as I told you, Promote Your AI is completely to fund my another project. So when I say
Right.
to fund, you can see the funding problem from my side. So there is a money
Yeah.
problem. So I don't want to spend money to another project, which is Promote Your AI. So I wanted
Right.
to keep it as simple as it can. But I spent $0 for that. Literally
Okay.
$0 for Promote Your AI. So
Hi everyone and welcome to the PM Tank Podcast Part 2. This podcast, as you can see from the title, is of Sushil, who built and sold a micro SaaS for thousands of dollars in just 2 months without any capital investment. I'm Kavil Rawat, founder of PM Tank. What is PM Tank? PM Tank is a community of people interested in product management, SaaS, and technology. In PM Tank, we strive to learn from people in the industry and get more hands on practical knowledge from real life experiences. Welcome to the PM Tank podcast. This podcast is sponsored by SlashPace Go. What is SlashPace Go? SlashPace Go is a Chrome extension to help boost your productivity. The link is in your bio for you to try it out.
So, hi Sushil, welcome to the PM Tank podcast.
thank you, Kevin. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, awesome, awesome, man. I think we know each other from TPF, Chennai.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we were in the same group. I saw your post, and I was really intrigued by how you built a micro SaaS and then sold it. So,
Yeah,
Sushil, tell us a little about your journey, like the journey so far.
like in building Micro SaaS.
No, as a whole, your life so
Okay,
far,
okay.
a gist of it. This is
So,
your time to introduce yourself.
okay. So, yeah, I'm Sushil. I'm from Chennai. I start by that one. That is it. So I'm Sushil. I'm from Chennai. So I always used to be in business, building business and building products and all. So I joined engineering like in 2016 or something. Then I got dropped out in the first year itself to build a event marketing agency. And after that, I started building it, and then it got failed. And then I switched into another business and all. So later I joined BCA. So after BCA, I joined Amazon as a machine learning data associate. So used to work in Alexa.
And you
So
don't have a
after,
degree.
sorry?
You don't have
No, I have a BCA degree, Bachelor of Computer
BCA.
Application.
Okay, got it.
So that was a evening college. So I have a
Mhm.
BCA degree, and I moved to started working in Amazon. Amazon is my first corporate company I joined. So after Amazon, I got an internship plus freelance opportunity in Leap Scholar, which was then a startup, but currently they are like raised $75 million or something.
Right.
So after Leap Scholar, I joined a Train. It was a customer education kind of startup, so like an alternative to Loom and all. So
Mhm.
I was there as a founding team member,
Okay.
especially working in products, marketing, and stuff. So after that, currently I'm working in Goody as a product manager for their new products in EduTech and all.
What is
So
Goody?
Gooey.
Gooby. What is Gooby? What does Gooby do?
Yeah, Gooey is an EduTech company. So they offer professional technical courses for professionals and students. So technical
Okay.
courses like Python, FSD, and all.
So it's a edtech platform.
So yeah,
Okay.
like
Awesome.
Scalar and all. Scalar upgrade.
Okay.
Like that, Gooey.
Yeah.
It is a number one company in South India. Or maybe probably.
Awesome. So you work there as a product product manager guy, or
Product manager. Yeah, currently working as a product manager there.
okay.
So So my micro SaaS is like before GUI when I quit train in this year March and all. So after that I want to do some experiments. I want to how to say yeah I want to put my experience into building something and to just to learn or experiment what will go wrong or what will happen and all. So that's how I started building things. So on that journey I built several products.
Awesome.
But one day in a Twitter thread I got to know like people are struggling to promote their startups in different places. The number one thing that the number one place they will promote is a product hunt. So they don't see much of any other alternatives to product hunt. So they were looking for some other platforms to promote their startups. So at that time, I was also building something like some mini SaaS project or something. So I saw some other places where I can promote other than product hunt. So I just curated the resource. And one day I shared that
Mhm.
resource to my one of my Twitter friends. So
Yeah.
he liked it and he shared it with his friend. So that's how it went.
Mhm.
So I saw there's an opportunity. So I built a
Yeah.
product. It is called a directory HQ. So directory HQ was my
Okay.
first micro SaaS which I launched in product and it was my first
Okay.
product and launch. So
Mhm.
directory HQ went well, but over a period of time there were like a lot of requests from different kind of people, right? It wasn't targeted with any niche. It is just like if you are building something, you can buy directly HQ. From that resource, you can promote your startup anywhere you can. So this is how the
Yeah.
value proposition itself. It is not even perfect. So that's how it went.
Right.
But I started receiving more number of random features and all.
Yeah. So
So
what is Directory HQ is a platform for people to post their products and then promote it, right?
yeah, directory HQ is more of like a resource. That's all. I just curated various resources where you can promote your startup other than product. For example,
What kind of resources? Yeah.
resources in the sense, like there are platforms like Sasti or like those platforms where you will be promoting your tech startup. So it is just
Okay.
like you will submit your startup and it will get reflected in their website. That's all. So
What are the startups? What are those platforms? Could you please list some if you can?
yeah, so it is just like how much? It was like 100 places where you can promote your startup other than product and
Mhm.
so which will be like beta list, Captera, G2, uh,
Okay.
and there are like a lot of things. I just forgot. Yeah,
Okay.
some of the most popular ones are beta list, Captera, G2.
All right.
These are the places where you can
Okay.
promote your startup. So that's how it went.
Mhm.
But soon I realized it was like I started receiving more number of features from different set of users, which wasn't aligned with my goal. Because the only
Okay.
reason why I built a directory HQ is to fund my another startup, and also I wanted it
Okay.
to play a role of marketing. Like if people are coming to directory HQ was available for free there, before that. So it will be
Okay.
like if you come to directory HQ, you will be redirected to my website also. So
Okay.
it is more of like a marketing resource for my another product. That's
Mhm.
how directory HQ
Right.
start. I started
What,
directory HQ.
what is your other product?
My other product was a Stack AI. So it is like
Okay.
AI tool marketplace. But later I started rebuilding it again and again. So it is currently I am rebuilding. So that's why I sold my promote your AI itself.
Okay. So the Directory HQ became Promote Your AI.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
that I'll explain now. So
Mhm.
how it happened is like as I told you, there are a lot of feature requests from different set of customers. So I decided to target one single niche. So that's when I decided to target only AI because at that time AI was so hot in the market. So I
Right. Right.
wanted to simply target AI. So then I also started offering more like rather than other than only providing resources for um, how to say startup marketplaces. I also started curating influencer lists like Instagram, YouTube,
Right.
newsletter
Mhm.
influencers. I started curating their list, like their contact number, what is the open rate for their newsletters, what is the engagement rate with their YouTube videos and Instagram videos. And so that's how I curated all those resources. It was like more than 500 to 800
Okay.
resources.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's how I built
So,
a Promote Your AI. So
okay.
then
So
I changed
you,
yeah.
continue, continue.
Yeah. So then I changed the value proposition to like a platform for AI founders to promote their to connect with AI influencers to promote their AI tools. So that's how
Okay.
the one liner will be like.
Right. So what tools you use? For example, there's a problem, right? Right. So people want to promote their AI, new AI software which they're starting, their AI products they're starting. You've made a platform for that with a bunch of resources. What kind of AI, what kind of SaaS tools, no code, low code tools did you leverage in this process, and why did you select those SaaS tools?
Yeah. Okay. So as I told you, promote your AI is completely to fund my another project. So when I say
Right.
to fund, you can see the funding problem from my side. So there is a money
Yeah.
problem. So I don't want to spend money to another project, which is promote your AI. So I wanted
Right.
to keep it as simple as it can. but but I spent $0 for that. Literally
Okay.
$0 for promote your AI. So I used tools like Software, so SOFTR.
So
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
is a alternate bull and all. So
Mhm.
I'm a fan of software. So I'm using software for past 2 years.
What is software exactly?
A software you can build. It is a no-code tool where you can build landing pages and internal applications. So
Okay.
that's how software
So
works.
you can you can host it without any you can have a domain, custom domain without paying anything.
Yeah, software is the only
Okay.
no-code tool that offers you a free plan to put your custom domain.
So
Other software
without any
tools,
lim
yeah,
without
without
any limit to how many people can come in.
yeah, without paying, you can
Okay.
just without paying, you can just add your custom domain. And also, there is no
Okay.
not much of visitors problem. So it will be like
Okay.
10K to 15K. There's no
Oh,
problem. So for me,
awesome. Awesome.
that is literally enough, because if my
Yeah.
website is
Yeah.
getting 10K, then there is no problem for me to fund that
Yeah.
project. So
Yeah.
that I was very clear. So yeah, so
Awesome.
software I used for landing page. So
Mhm.
it is completely free, and there's also not much of a learning curve. It is very easy to use. And second one is
Awesome.
for directory HQ, I used only Google Sheets. The whole product was in Google
Okay.
Sheets only. So as
Okay.
my offerings were increased, I switched
Mhm.
on from Google Sheets to Airtable.
Right. Okay.
So
So
generally,
how did you connect the website, the software to Google Sheet? What was the process like?
uh, software is just a landing page. So I just
Okay.
put a link for my Google Sheets account. That's all.
Okay.
So that's how
Okay.
the software and Google Sheets work. But when it is
Okay.
coming to Airtable, software's number one backend solution is Airtable itself. So I chose Airtable for that. So what I did was I transferred all those resources from Google Sheets to Airtable, and I connected Airtable with software. So
Okay.
that's how it happened.
Okay. So you connected Airtable with software so that they can have the view there,
Yeah,
which is the Airtable page. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, lovely one. Congratulations, man. You built a startup without any funding, not leave on funding, without any bootstrap money, and you
Yeah,
went ahead and sold it. So
yeah.
let me get the view clear now. So someone wants to promote their AI as your domain is promote your AI. They'll get on your software page, they'll get a landing page where they can see all the resources you have collected in a Airtable now. They will sign up and do they have to pay something to get access to those?
I'll come to that part. So initially, I had like this only, like it was like a free resource. So I wanted to redirect visitors to promote your AI to my
Hmm.
another startup, which is Stack AI.
Okay.
So that's
Hmm.
how it was at initially. But later I
Okay.
decided to later only I decided to fund Stack AI with this product. So what I did was I kept software as a landing page and kept Airtable as a database.
Okay.
So you will only get the link to Airtable. So if you are paying me, and I priced it, I get at that
Okay.
resource for some pricing like $49. So initially it
Okay.
was like $89. Then I decreased the
Hmm.
pricing to $49. So
Okay.
if you pay me $49, you will get the link to the Airtable resource. So you
And
can
that's a
go
one time fee.
yeah, one time.
Okay.
One time
Got it.
fee.
And what?
If you pay $49, which is a one time fee, and each month it will get the list will get updated. So you don't have to pay any
Okay.
fee for that. So it is
Awesome. So
like one time usage.
what all resources are there on the Airtable? Are those the places where you can launch and all those things?
In a promote your AI, the resources were like places where you can promote your startups, and AI influencers like AI YouTube influencers and AI Instagram influencers and AI newsletters. So it will be with
Yeah.
detail. For example, if it is AI newsletters, you will have their contact email ID and
Yeah.
open rate, number of subscribers,
Mhm.
and what is their
Right.
cost of advertising in their newsletter. So these are all the things.
So,
So it will be complete in detail. So this is like a simple problem, which is a boring
right.
problem to solve. Like
Right. Right. Right.
it takes much time for me to
Yeah.
curate this resource. It took me like 2 weeks to 3 weeks to curate all
Okay.
those resources
Mhm.
and check, because there are a lot of spam, there are a lot of
Right. Right.
fake
Right.
creators, and there are a
Right.
lot of newsletters which start, but in middle
Mhm.
they will get dropped off.
So
So
manually, did you update all these, or was it automated?
no, manual.
Manually. Okay.
Yeah, manual. Because
Got it.
if you automate, like you cannot control the spam and newsletters which
Right.
got discontinued in the middle. If you go
Got
with
it.
manual only, you can cross check whether they are active now or not.
Understood. So people saw the value proposition you were giving from all the manual labor you did because
Yeah,
they were ready to pay you and then share it with their friends.
yeah,
Share the
yeah.
uh, promote your AI with a friend. Awesome. So after these things, what was the GTM strategy like? Like how did you get your first, let's say, 10, 20, 100 customers? What was that like? You must have seen
So
money come in and yeah.
yeah, so when I built directory HQ, the only thing I did was I checked with the Twitter DM. So I asked I used to build products in public. You know, build in
Okay.
public, right? So I used to
Yeah.
build products in public. So in that, I made a lot of friends in Twitter. So I just
Could you please tell
DM'd a
could you please tell what is built in public for people who don't know?
Yeah, build in public is generally like if you are building a startup, you will be getting the feed. You will be like it is like a transparently you are building something in public. That's all. So you will be
Okay.
getting feedbacks,
Right.
criticisms, and you will
Right.
also get users or customers from build in public because you are literally telling like you are literally validate everything in public itself. You literally tell what is
This
your
is
marketing strategy.
a Twitter page.
Yeah,
This is a Twitter handle.
like
Okay.
my personal Twitter profile. So in that, I will
Okay.
share what I did today. So like
Mm.
what tools did I chose? How did I build
Okay.
it?
Okay.
So it is just like if you share more things in like if you are in building something in public, you will get a lot of feedbacks, a lot of criticism on that.
Yeah.
And it is
Right. Right.
also up to some extent only because if you are making
Mm.
a lot of revenue, then definitely you will get a lot of competitors. You will be creating your
Yeah.
own competitors when you are building in public
Mhm.
because a lot of
Yeah.
people see like there is a scope, there is a revenue is coming in.
So,
So
so
that's how build in
building
public.
public is a philosophy, right? It's not exactly a Instagram page. It's not a group or something. Whatever you're doing, you keep on posting it and keep on getting reviews. That's built in public, right?
Yeah, like you just posting it in public, and people who got
Yeah.
interest and like-minded people, and there are also a lot of
Right.
people building in public. So
Right. Right.
you will
Right.
get connected with them.
Got it.
That's how it
So
goes.
publishing your roadmap, your future plans, getting
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feedback.
Everything.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Everything is
Awesome.
so transparent. Even MRR, I will even
Yeah.
share MRR if I make $1 or $2 or even
Yeah.
$500.
Yeah.
I'll make in public
Mm.
because
Got it.
build, the more people why don't participate in building in public is they
Mm.
are good with sharing what are things went positive, but they won't share their failures
Right.
because if they share their
Mhm.
failures, they will get the how to say they assume that they will be get judged by their future customers and all.
Right.
But
Right. Right. Right.
that's not a good thing because if you are
Mhm.
in building a startup, you should
Right.
open to criticisms more than feedback.
Yeah.
You should open to criticisms because people
Yeah.
will
It's
comment on
better.
your GTM strategies. People will
Right.
comment on your products
Right.
because
Right.
if I told someone the idea of promote your AI, nobody would have
Mm.
believed. Nobody would
Yeah.
have
True. True. True.
would have
Mm.
believed that how this could work. Because and if I
Yeah.
tell that I can make this with $0
Yeah.
without with no cost, nobody would have
Yeah.
believed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
now, yeah. So
Mm.
that's how building public goes. You just have to
Awesome.
be confident about it.
So you have to get the exact feedback from people who actually are maybe potential customers, so you can actually build something of value for them.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
To give you one example,
Yeah.
when I was building Directory HQ, when I was building Directory HQ, I launched it in product end. So as I was building in public, I got one feedback from a Zapier co-founder. So
Hmm.
he reached
Okay.
out to me
Awesome.
and
Mhm.
congratulated me on about my product and launch. And he told me like you made money more than my first product itself, man. So these
Awesome.
things happen only if you are putting yourself in public somewhere.
Right.
So
Right.
that's
Right.
how these
Right.
connections will
Right.
happen.
Lovely. Lovely. So Directory HQ, what rank it got on Product Hunt? Was it Product of the Day, or what was the strategy like in Directory HQ product and
Uh,
launch?
Product and launch was my like it was an experiment. So I wasn't even fully prepared, but I got into number 7 of the day. So that's how
A- And from there, Zapier's our co-founder reached out to you.
no, Xavier co-founder reached out to me in Twitter. So in Twitter, I was
Okay.
sharing my failure, like my stories. So this is how we went it today. This is how I went it. And I made my first dollar with the direct HQ that I shared in building public. So today I have made my
Okay.
first customer. So after
Okay.
seeing that, he reached out to me. It was just in Twitter,
Mhm.
right? That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah.
We don't know how it happens.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, promoter AI, when did you start actually see money coming in? And how did it scale?
So promote your AI, I had only one marketing strategy because I don't have much
Okay.
time. I didn't have much time at that period because I was already building Stack AI, and I was
Yeah.
also searching for job because I quit
Okay.
my previous job at that time. So I was like jobless and also literally broke.
Mhm.
That was the
Okay.
another reason why I built a promote your AI with $0.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was
Mhm.
looking for a job too. So I don't have much time for promote your AI. So the only market
Yeah.
I just want to uh, spend my energy in only one channel. But at the same time, I want to experiment something because if you're working somewhere, you cannot do experiments. If you are
Yeah.
working on your own project only, you can do experiments and learn.
Mhm.
So I
True.
wanted to do
Mhm.
experiments. So the only channel I chose was Twitter, where I
Okay.
had only 49 followers.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
the only marketing strategy that I picked up is like added promote your AI to my profile name and started commenting
Okay.
on every big accounts like Justin Wheels,
Okay.
uh,
Mhm.
and so many creators, so many building public creators, and so many solopreneurs and all. And
Okay.
it was literally like where my customers could possibly hang out. That's all.
Okay.
Like for
Got it.
example, I used to comment on Ali Miller's post and
Mhm.
all. So there are a lot
Okay.
of AI builders will be hanging out. So that's how it happened. Like I won't sell promote your AI. I just show up myself.
Mhm.
That's all.
So you got your target audience and target group, TG, and then you've aimed at them so that you get awareness going.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Nice strategy.
Yeah,
Lovely.
because I
And
had
from there
only
you got,
sorry?
yeah, from there you got traction.
Yeah. From there I get some visitors, and also I'll yeah. Itself my Twitter is my only marketing channel. So that's the only
Okay.
strategy I made, and also so I got some visitors from uh, build in public and all.
Okay.
So that's how
Lovely.
I got my initial customers.
Mhm.
So yeah, after I got some customers like about 20, I
Okay.
wanted to do another experiment, which is like cold emails. So I started
Okay.
sending,
Mhm.
I started curating potential customers like
So,
20 to 50 customers.
1 second. So from $0 in revenue to let's say $100 in revenue, how much time it took?
0 to 100, it took only 2 days because my product itself
Okay.
$49. So only
Right, right, right.
three customers is enough to make
Okay.
$100.
Okay.
And and yeah, because at that time AI was in a lot of hype, you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so
So
whatever is
so when did you get your first revenue? On first day or second day?
first itself.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. So you had your PayPal and everything set up, or how did you get the payment gateway? Razor Pay
Payment
or
gateway is like through Lemon PC.
Lemon Squeezy? Okay.
Yeah. So
It's easy to set up.
yeah, it was very easy to set up, and they are so smooth, and especially their support people, they were like
Okay.
very smooth. So at that time
Awesome.
there were some
Mhm.
RBI issues and all. So I initially didn't got verified or validated with Lemon PC. Later it
Mhm.
got resolved. So yeah, Lemon
Okay.
PC was best currently when comparing
Okay.
to Gumroad because Gumroad is taking
Okay.
10% of commission, whereas Lemon PC is
Yeah, yeah.
2%.
Awesome, awesome. So Lemon Squeezy got connects to the PayPal account or straight your Indian bank account?
Yeah, so strictly to my Indian bank account. They will wire transfer your money.
Okay. Lovely,
Actually, there are
lovely.
two
I,
options. You can
yeah.
connect with PayPal and wire transfer. I chose
Right.
wire transfer.
The reason why this podcast is also there because people don't know things like lemon squeezy and even software, for example, exists. Like they are
Okay.
going for tools and Gumroad, right? Where they have to pay
Okay.
10% or Razorpay. So yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, man. So
Yeah.
what other tools can
Yeah.
you think of?
Yeah. Like currently, I'm using software, Lemon Squeezy, Airtable, and also um, there is this another tool. Yeah. This tool is called a Paytable. So Paytable, what it does is like it is like a Airtable only. If you are having a Airtable as a backend, you can just there is one issue in Airtable, which is if you are sending a link to someone, it can get shared with any people. You cannot able to control it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that's where Paytable this product comes in. So
Right.
they have their own payment system. They have
Mm-hmm.
their own password protection system, security and
Okay,
all.
okay,
So that's how
okay.
Paytable works. So currently I'm using only software Paytable, Airtable, and
Mm-hmm.
Lemon Squeezy for payments and all. And
Awesome.
for For legal and all, I use ChatGPT itself. So
Okay.
that is easy. Even my
Right.
copy for my website where I created with ChatGPT only.
Lovely.
So yeah,
Lovely.
that's how it happens. This
Mm-hmm.
five thing is itself enough until you get your 50
Yeah.
customers. Because once you started
Okay.
getting 50 customers, you will have some money. So later that you
Right.
can go
Right.
to whatever tool you want.
So, what's the total amount of paid customers you had for promoting your AI?
It was nearly like 30, I think. 30, and I
30 paid
made like
customers.
$1,500 to $1,800.
Lovely, lovely. In Indian rupees, that's like 1.5 lakhs, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. In how much time? In how much time frame?
2 months.
2 months. Lovely, lovely. So, when did you, if you can start about that now, why do you want to go to acquire.com, right? And what was the listing process like? How do you actually get funded there? Because I'm sure there are many startups which list there and never get funded.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Never get acquired, sorry.
Yeah. So the reason why I decided to sell Promotive AI was Promotive AI has so much of potential because what I had was like literally an MVP. I had
Mm-hmm.
it is a strong value prop, and I had a
Okay.
MVP, but it needs a lot of things to do. So it really got a good scope. That's why it got acquired
Mm-hmm.
in the first place. But the reason why
Right.
I decided to sell is, as I already told you, I am already building some other product called Stack AI,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I build a lot of Micro SaaS solutions. I'm currently building
Okay.
another one also. For that, I
Right.
need some funding. Uh,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
there are some freelancers involved in it. So I have to pay.
Mhm.
As I told you, like at that time I quit my job and I was just broke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to pay them, and also I wanted to focus on only single startup rather than. Uh, I want to channelize my energy in one place only.
Right.
So I decided to
Mhm.
sell Promotive AI so that I can get some money to fund this one. That was the whole
Right.
concept, right? That was the whole
Mhm.
idea why I started Promotive AI, and it
Right.
served its purpose. So I wanted to give it to some other person who can take it to another next level.
Right.
So yeah, so that's why I decided to sell it on sell Promotive AI. And when
Right.
coming to Acquire.com, I know Acquire. I know its founder Andrew, like from the period when the Acquire.com was Micro Acquire. So initially it was named
Okay.
Micro Acquire. So I know him from
Mhm.
that day. Like he
Okay.
also used to build in public. So that's how
Mhm.
I know him. Yeah.
Right.
So he also used to build in public. So that's how I know him. So I just posted my product in Acquire.com. So my initial thought was like we will just post it and it will get sold whenever it whenever a buyer comes. Until
Yeah.
that, I will be doing cold emails or promoting Promotive AI.
Mhm.
So that's how it happened. But after I posted, within 2 days, 2 to 3 days itself, I got like yeah, I got like 10 to 15 buyer interest. So
Lovely.
yeah, my
Mhm.
email was popping out like you got a mail from Acquire, you got a mail from Acquire.
Yeah.
So a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
people were started reaching out and they signed the NDA. One second.
Mhm. Yeah. Sure.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
This
okay.
India versus Pakistan match is happening. So they're shouting.
Oh, right. We can wrap up soon. Don't worry.
No, 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 no.
Yeah. Acha.
Somebody is in another place.
Acha is watching it. Okay.
Where was I saying? Um,
Yeah. You were saying about acquired. You got 15 emails.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah.
got like 10 to 15 emails in the 3 days itself, and they all sent me NDA documents and all. And in
Okay.
within 1 week, I got like about 20 emails. The 20 persons are
Right.
interested with Promote Your AI.
Right.
But I didn't got the price that I quoted. So
Okay.
I was looking for another buyer. Like I was like how to say filtering each buyers like based on their profile, so
Mhm.
whether they can take promote your AI can
Yeah.
to another level or not. But and later
So,
I got one buyer.
yeah, three questions here. Your cold emails, where do you get those emails from? What was your source like? Did you get it from?
Cold emails for me was literally very easy. Why? Because I decided the niche is AI, and from promote your AI, promote your AI is for startups to for AI startups to promote their tool.
Right,
So I wanted to target initially. I wanted to target only early stage startups because at
right,
that time, lot of early stage AI tools were getting
yeah,
funding. Lot of people are coming in. So
right.
my yeah. So My target is very clear.
Yeah.
AI, AI niche, early stage
Right.
startups.
Right.
So the only simple thing I did was went to all the VC portfolios. So I was
Right.
checking what are all the AI tools, and I got their
Right.
email.
Right. Right.
That's all.
Okay, so you got the email and you kept on cold emailing them.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
got their email. So I literally sent only 25 emails. Within that itself, my product got acquired. So I literally sent
Lovely.
25 emails. I just drafted it with ChatGPT, just changed their
Okay.
name and sent it to everybody manually. It just took 1 or 2 hours. That's all.
So you put your acquire.com link there and you would send those cold emails that
No,
I
no, no, no.
posted this
Cold email was to sell promote your AI
promotive
softwares.
area. Okay, okay.
To sell the whole
Mhm.
product, acquire.com itself is enough.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I got a lot
So
of people
acquire.
went to, yeah, I got a lot of interest in
Yeah, yeah.
Acquire. So you can
Yeah.
chat in Acquire.com itself. They have the chat options.
Mhm.
So you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
chat in the Acquire.com itself. Like you cannot talk with the buyer out of the platform because it is risky in 2 ways. Because
Yeah.
you cannot guarantee whether they will pay you or not. So Acquire.com takes
True, true.
all of the things like legal activities,
Mhm.
payments, security, and
Yeah.
all. So it is
Yeah.
safe if you
Mhm.
stay within Acquire itself, within
Yeah.
Acquire.com platform itself.
Mhm.
You,
Yeah.
you,
If what price you quoted in the beginning? What was like the price you gave to sell acquire.com
uh,
or promote your AI?
I cannot disclose that
Okay.
amount. Like I
Okay.
can give you like a rough figure. For example, I quoted like $8,000,
Okay.
but the actual value
Mhm.
which I can went was like $12,000 for promote
Okay.
your AI because I made a $1,500 to $1,800 in
Uh,
revenue.
In 2 months.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
so I can quoted
Good.
it like 12,000 and all, but I don't need that much of money at the time. I didn't want it.
Right.
I just
Right.
want to sell it as fast as I can. So I quoted eight
Right.
thousand
Right. Right.
dollars and I got like $4,000, half of the
Awesome.
money I quoted, and I was happy
Lovely.
with it because
Yeah.
my investment is zero. So I
Yeah. Yeah.
literally got four
It,
thousand dollars in
it
2 months with a
it's a
$0 investment.
awesome, Sushil, awesome journey. Like starting from zero, using no code tools and building it. Very, very lovely. Now, the acquire itself, like what did they acquire? Did they get your software credentials? Did they get the domain, or what all did they get in the process?
Yeah. So software is a no-code tool, right? So
Yeah,
unlike coding, you cannot share your code.
yeah,
And as you're building in no-code tools, it will be registered with your email ID. So what I did was, I told the buyer like, if you are buying this, I will uh, give your like invite me to a software account of yourself. I will come
okay,
into it and I build the landing page as like the current product. So that's how
okay,
it happened. So as you
okay,
we are in a no-code.
yeah.
They got my landing page, resources, and domain name, and my marketing strategy. I told the marketing strategies and the customer details.
Domain you bought from where? Which site?
I bought domain name from Google Domain.
Google domain. Okay, so how did
Yeah,
you transfer to their name?
you can just change your domain registrar in Google Domains.
Okay,
You
got
just
it,
have
got
to
it.
add their email ID. Once
Okay.
you added your email ID,
Hmm.
they will be the admin of your domain.
Okay, got it.
So they are later that they can change it.
Yeah, they can change it. Got it. Who acquired your startup? What's the name of the company?
I cannot disclose that too. So
You
it
can't
was a
disclose.
UK company.
Okay.
Actually, it wasn't a company.
Hmm.
It was a vice president of marketing in a UK company,
Okay. Got it.
and he has his habit of like acquiring small products. And
Okay.
later, he will make them as a big products, and he will
Awesome.
sell it in acquire.com.
Awesome.
So
So
that's how
maybe what questions did they ask you? What are the hard questions they asked you, which were important for you to answer properly? Would you say?
one simple question. As I told you already, so he was a vice president of marketing in one of UK's biggest companies.
Okay.
As I verified.
Okay.
So he simply asked me, why should I buy it?
Okay. What
And
was
I
your
was
answer?
like, and I was like, okay, like those stuff. And I just told him like why you should buy and how this can be profitable because I made it was very easy as I made money within a short period of time.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
as he is a marketer, he also knows the struggle,
Mhm.
how difficult it is to
Right.
make more than $1,000 in 2 months with
Yeah.
very limited marketing stuff. So
Budget. Yeah.
he saw the potential there itself. And later,
Mm-hmm.
later the more questions he was asking about was like with manual and automation. So I curated all the resources manually. So he was worried whether
Mm-hmm.
he also has to do everything manually. But I told
Yeah.
him like you can automate it because I've already curated all the resources. Like it was like 500 to 700 resources were there. So after that, there is no
Got it.
resource in the Google itself. So he can
Mm-hmm.
just, if he wants, he can just automate the process. So these are the two hot
Got it.
questions
Got
I
it.
got.
Got it.
And the
Awesome.
most interesting part here is he initially asked her to join, come in a meeting. So we were
Yeah.
initially, how to say, yeah, we were initially scheduled the meeting in Zoom call. But two
Okay.
times it got postponed because he was busy with his schedule and I was busy with my schedule. And at that time, I
Okay.
also got a job in Guvi as a product manager. So
Awesome.
I was also busy. So what I told him is
Mm-hmm.
this don't work because he is a UK, so the timing won't work
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I told him is
Yeah.
this won't work out if we are postponing the meeting. So we chose
Right.
Loom.
Right.
So
Bloom. Okay.
we both haven't even spoke in person. I
Okay.
haven't
Just shared
seen
you.
him. I only
Okay.
seen his face
Okay.
in LinkedIn profile. That's all.
Okay.
We
Got it.
haven't.
You have not spoken to him.
No,
Just in chat. Just in
yeah,
chat.
I'll just recorded a Loom video, uh,
Okay.
presenting my screen, explaining about the whole product. The Loom
Okay.
video was like 30 to 35 minutes.
Oh
So for the
damn.
30 to
Mm-hmm.
35 minutes, I was explaining the whole. I screen recorded myself, explaining how the whole thing works, explaining how to do it and all. And I sent the
Awesome.
Loom video to him, and he just commented in the video itself. I have some doubts here and there, and I again
Okay.
recorded a Loom video and sent it to him. That's all. It just
Awesome.
it took like two Loom videos only. That's all.
Right, so that's your product pitch for him.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. I
Okay.
didn't even pitch like in
Mhm.
acquire.com you can give everything in detail. You can also connect your what is that? Google Analytics in acquire.com. So any
Okay.
person
Mhm.
can directly see what is your current visitors. How many visitors are you getting? So at that time I
Right.
was getting 200 to 300 visitors per week, and I was making
Mhm.
1.5% in sales. 1.5% conversion.
Okay. In your on
So that's
your
all.
landing page. Okay. Nice.
So yeah, so
Awesome.
he literally saw what's happening there, and there's also
Mhm.
potential. There is also AI hype there. So yeah, that's what it was. It just took
So,
two
so
little
bas-
videos. I just recorded myself.
yeah. So the market was really good of AI. That's why your startup got a boost. And as your okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So yeah. One more question what I had was like this you sold one startup of yours. Are you even trying to sell another one of yours, or are you building one from the ground up now? The Stack AI.
Sorry. Okay.
So you sold a startup already, so Micro
Yeah.
SaaS. So are you building one now, or are you building it to sell it in the future? Stack AI.
Um, that is uncertain because when you are building multiple microservice solutions and
Yeah.
nobody will start building something to sell it. So
Nice.
that's not it happens.
Yeah.
It's just
Uh-huh.
like I am personally like I'll just see a problem, so I'll get curious about it. I'll just think, why okay, let's buy it. Sorry, let's build it.
Yeah.
So I'll build
Yeah.
it and I will check with some initial experiments, like initial marketing strategy, sending in Twitter DM or cold emails. I'll just see
Right.
whether I can get some money and all. So
Yeah.
my strategy is very clear when it is coming to Microsoft solutions. I build a product and
Mm.
I'll put 3 months of time to get 25 users
Okay.
within
Hmm.
3 months. If I'm getting 25 users, paying customers, I'm talking about.
Right. Right.
So if I'm
Okay.
getting paying customers within 3 months, 25
Mhm.
paying customers within 3 months, I'll continue it. So
Okay.
in 6 months, I should get 100 customers,
Got it.
100 users.
Hmm.
Here,
Yeah.
100
Yeah.
users. Yeah.
Hmm.
So in 6 months, if I'm getting 100 like 100 users or customer, whatever. So within
Hmm.
6 months, if I'm getting it, then I'll again continue it. So that's
Okay.
how my solutions, my product will go. If I'm getting
Okay.
any like any hiccups or if I'm struggling,
Hmm.
I'll either sell it to com or I'll either drop it. That's all. No
Got it.
hard
Got it.
feelings.
Nice analogy of getting 25 paid customers in a certain amount of time. Because if someone pays for it, then only it's worth it, right? It's
Yeah,
worth
even
building.
if one people paid, your idea got
Yeah.
validated.
Right,
The
right, true,
25,
true.
25 is all about the amount of energy and money that you have to invest. Because
Right,
why that 25 in 3 months is that's what decide how much of marketing you will need to do, how much
right,
of time you should spend on the product. So if
right.
it is easy to get 25 customers, there's no problem with managing your time also.
Good, good. Sushil, one more thing. What is AI samosa? Like, it sounds so good. What does it mean?
Actually, I'm thinking about dropping AI Samosa recently.
Okay,
So
okay,
AI Samosa is, yeah, as I told you, I was curating a lot of resources for promote your AI. I was curating a lot of AI newsletters all over the world.
yeah.
And from India, there were no newsletters that were only talking about AI. There was
Good.
not even a single newsletter from India. There is
Mm-hmm.
one newsletter from government of India, like India AI.
Okay.
So it is, that newsletter is by government, Indian government, but it is also talks only like about one startup from India and all. But,
Mm-hmm.
but there is no other newsletter which how
Talks
to say,
about AI itself.
yeah, which specifically
Startups.
talks about what all the things happening in India
Okay.
in AI. So I wanted to
Mm.
get into that. So it was just I
Right.
love writing and I also love AI. So I
Okay.
wanted to start writing a
Yeah.
newsletter only for Indian audience, like or was
Yeah.
talking about what's happening in the
Yeah.
uh, India about AI. So
Yeah.
that
So,
name
mhm.
is like I wanted to
Mhm.
keep that name something funky,
Yeah.
and I also
Yeah.
and I'm also a loyal follower of this famous newsletter called Filter Coffee. I don't know whether you will know.
Yeah. 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 I've heard of it.
Yeah, yeah. So
Mhm.
they are a tech newsletter. I think
Yeah.
the founder was Tanvi. Yeah, I think
Okay.
her name is Tanvi. So they later
Okay.
dropped that newsletter. It is not currently functioning.
Okay.
So I was
Mm-hmm.
first place I wanted to keep my AI newsletter as a Filter Coffee, but I
Right.
couldn't keep that name as they already had. So I wanted to
Right.
go with some other funky name like AI Samosa.
So you're basically a product manager right now. You're very good at marketing. You also know programming, I think, developing, as you did BCA.
I know I don't code well, but I can
Okay.
find if it is a good code or a bad code.
You can
Uh,
understand the architecture
yeah,
and
yeah, I
how it
can
works and
understand
all.
the
Okay.
architecture and I know
Right.
like what to choose or where those things will
Yeah.
come out. But I
So you
don't
have
code
to
well.
be, yeah, you have to be an all-rounder to start a micro SaaS or something. You need to know some part of everything, right?
Yeah, yeah. You just need to
Right.
know some part of anything, and I get a lot of questions like people ask me people ask me to partner with them. They ask me like
Right.
whether I can join them
Mm.
as a co-founder.
Yeah.
So I'll ask them why you want me to join as a co-founder, and
Yeah.
the only reason they
Mhm.
in these days I'm getting is I know everything, but I don't know code. So I want you to
Okay.
join. So I'll tell
Okay.
I also don't know code.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
know
Right.
how
Right.
to build a product. Code, you
Right.
know code,
Mhm.
you don't know code doesn't
Mhm.
even matter because there are a lot of
Right.
freelancers, and I have a lot
Yeah.
of good
True.
friends.
True.
Freelancers is
Mhm.
enough. Like
Mhm.
there is a lot of no
All.
code tools. If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have an idea, build an MVP, launch it.
Mhm.
I'll
Yeah.
recommend launch as fast as you can. If you got an
Right.
idea today, launch it tomorrow itself. That's
True.
how
True. True.
you will know whether it could
Yeah.
go good or not.
Validate the idea as soon as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
the more time you give for an idea, you will assume it is not a good idea. You will assume
Right.
yourself. But if you
Right.
launch it, you will know it is a good idea, whether it is a
True.
good idea or a bad idea. The market tells you.
True.
You don't have to tell
Mhm.
yourself.
So
So,
problem, build as soon as you can, then launch and to see if it's selling or not.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
just see some if you can get some initial interest. If you are getting an initial interest, build it with no
Mhm.
code, and you
Yeah.
will get
Mhm.
like for example, if you are building a product and you are selling it for
Yeah.
$25, you sold it $25 and you sold it for 10 people, you will get eventually
Yeah.
$250. In
Yeah.
Indian money, it is four figures.
Yeah.
You will definitely get at least one single freelancer who can build a simple MVP.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi went off. Yeah.
No
So
problem.
you were saying, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
build as soon as possible, and it's like for if you get in
build
dollars.
as soon as possible. Like
Yeah.
you are getting you get some money like $250. If you sell it for $25 to 10 customers, you'll get two hundred fifty
Right.
dollars. So for that money, you will at least get one freelancer or one anybody. You will get for that money one freelancer who can build another MVP. or a simple product.
Good.
So that's how you should scale your product.
I was going to ask you one last thing you would like to say to people who want to build a micro SaaS and then, take it to a level where they can sell it. But I think you just said it, right? Problem, build as soon as you can, then launch, right? Anything else you would like to say? One last thing to people listening?
Yeah, don't overthink. That's all.
Good. Don't
Because
overthink.
if you got an idea and if you are
Yeah,
improving that idea, there's a two problem will happen. You will
yeah,
overdo that idea, or you will get a lot of idea from that single idea itself.
yeah. Good.
This
So
is this
think
is one
less,
thing I want to say.
yeah,
Yeah,
think less, do
don't
more.
think. Yeah, wow. If you're getting an idea, try to work on it. Just
Yeah,
don't overthink it. Like already this is in already
yeah,
someone is building it. That doesn't matter.
yeah,
What how you are
mhm,
building is what matters. And the second
yeah.
thing is, if you are building a micro solution, just
Mhm,
go really very deep in niche. Like if you are
yeah,
taking AI, if AI is in one niche, uh, instead of building some solution for AI, for that AI market,
yeah,
go go deep down into it. Like build something for
okay,
only natural language processing.
yeah.
Build
So
something only for image processing.
go
Yeah,
vertically deep.
yeah,
Okay.
as niche as
Mhm,
possible. That helps you. Later
yeah,
that you can go
yeah.
later that you can improvise it.
So find your niche and then go deeper into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Okay.
especially for Microsoft, because the lot of big players will be there already. But
Yeah.
so if you are
True.
building something in Microsoft, you'll also get a lot of people into that niche. It is very easy.
Right. Good. Thank you, Sushil. Thank you so much for doing this. I took almost an hour of yours, but
Yeah,
thank you
sure.
so much. Your insights are really valuable. I'm sure people listening and me also learned a lot from this. Thanks a lot, and
Yeah. Thank you so much,
yeah,
Kavil. So it
yeah,
was
yeah.
good talking to you.
Thank you, Sushil.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Welcome.